News story today. This is what this isn't our cooking item today. This is a news item we're doing now. Nandos has been forced to shut down 50 outlets after supply chain crisis left it running out of chicken. Fear not, because Phil's stepping in here with a bit of Peri Peri.
Absolutely. And I have to confess here, I've never had a Nando's chicken in my life.
Never had a Nando's?
No, never.
Well, could
Where
I say
have you been,
this?
living under a stone somewhere?
My kids have.
I have preempted and sampled what you've created here. And very accurate to the recipe they would have.
Well, I did take some information from some friends who reliably informed me it's pretty much on it. Now, we did do this dish last year at home when we were locked down. Here it is. So it's just a revisit of that, basically. And it is deceptively simple, actually. So what I've done is... Here's the chicken. Let's talk about... Here's the chicken there. Now, you can use chicken pieces, but all I've done is got a chicken and cut into 4 pieces. So there's no waste. Chop it in, a bit like I do in KFC.
That is good.
Isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not too hot?
No, it's great.
Oh,
it's
right,
very
okay.
authentic.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the sauce. Sauce is very easy. In this little plate here, I have all sorts of things. So, excuse me. First of all, spring onions. A little bit of brown sugar. Coriander, ground coriander. Lots of garlic, and that goes. OK, we're just making a paste here. Smoked paprika, which is quite strong.
It has to be smoked.
It doesn't have to be, but I use smoked paprika, so I think it has a deeper flavour. Any vinegar. This is malt vinegar. Lime juice. Sriracha sauce.
What's sriracha sauce?
Sriracha sauce is a hot sauce. There's a very interesting story here. The guy, invented by a guy called David Tran, who was a Chinese immigrant who was in the Vietnamese army. In the late 80s, when the Vietnam War was all over, actually, in the late 70s, he actually had a hot sauce in the Vietnamese army, didn't like it, became an immigrant to America, set up his own company, Sriracha. It's now a $60 million company.
Wow.
And he still goes round the factory every day, apparently, making sure it's OK. Anyway, we digress. There we go. So that's Sriracha sauce, which is a hot sauce.
OK.
Hot pepper sauce. And then oil. That's just any oil, sunflower, whatever you want to use. Now, I do use a machine here purely because just chew it up to make a paste. Yeah. You can actually just chop it up by hand and whatever. It'll end up this one here. So rather than talking over a machine, it's much easier to show you that there. And there it is, OK? Now, what you need to do, get your chicken. This will make for 4 people, 1 chicken. Half the sauce, OK, goes on the chicken. Now, if you can leave it up to sort of 20 minutes minimum, really. Spread it over.
Could you do it overnight if you're doing this for the next day?
If you really want to. After a while, it does become quite strong. So
OK.
I would say
maybe
24
not too
hours
long.
is the maximum. Once that's actually marinated, over here... Now, interestingly enough, Nando's actually bake their chicken first and then they fry it afterwards on the grill to warm it through, which is pretty much bog standard if you think it all comes from a central unit and you're just eating it. We do it slightly differently. Here, I'm just browning this in a tray, purely because I can show you. Frying pan I'll do. Just like that there. Give it a bit of colour in a non-stick frying pan or a tray. Barbecue's fine.
So you can use your baking tray that you're going to bake it in the oven on the hob?
Yes, you can do. But some, obviously, if they've got induction hob, that won't work, so use your pan. Barbecue this time of year, of course, that's all available. Or you can just pop it under the grill. Now, I pop that into an oven, and you want to give that around about 20 to 25 minutes, making sure the internal temperature is above 75 degrees, and it'll end up like this one here. And that's what you've got there.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Very nice.
Is it? It's not too strong. I was slightly concerned.
Yeah, and I like the paste is slightly sticky on the outside, which is lovely.
They need to give a bit of kick, a bit of colour as well. Now, to serve with that... Oh, here we go. So there's the sauce, which you haven't used on here. Into there, it becomes your dipping sauce to go on.
Oh, actually, so that's the same paste?
Yes. But bear in mind, it's raw, so it will be a lot stronger than the cooked version. Over here, we'll talk about the rice. Now, in this pan here, we have a mixture of red and yellow peppers, a bit of spice there, a bit of turmeric, a little bit of chicken stock cube. I do that because it needs a bit of background flavour. If you want to do a vegetarian version, use a vegetable, obviously, a vegetable one. Onion and rice and water. Into a pan, bog standard long grain rice, and you want to just give it around about 12 to 14 minutes gently, really gently.
And don't keep touching it like I do.
As long as exactly. When it comes to the boil, turn it right down to a simmer, put the lid on, leave it. 12 to 15 minutes later, end up like this one here. And then I just want to... You can just see this here. I just add, if you want to, a little bit of butter into there just to lighten it up. It's up to you. I'll get a spoon out. Get me a little pot.
Oh, that's good, Phil.
Isn't it nice? But it does, honestly, I think this is a meal almost on its own. We've got a bit of a...
Oh, hello.
There, don't worry about that. Don't worry about
Detail
that.
on fire, nothing to see here.
Nothing to see there. It's fine.
Have you still stamped on it?
And then it's out, don't worry. And also, then the peas. Now, you've got what I think they're called the macho peas.
Macho peas.
Now, I've never eaten these, but this is what I've sort of come up with. Here we've got...
These are my favourite things from Nando's, the peas.
Are they? Petit pois peas, so they're the smallest, sweetest peas you can get. I microwave them or boil them for a couple of minutes, and then you add parsley, mint, sriracha again, just as almost like a seasoning. We'll add a little touch of salt in there as well because we've got the pepper, and a little bit of melted butter. And then you just want to just mix that through. Or, I think what Nando's do is they actually re-saute the peas so they get a bit of colour into there as well. Mix it up like that, and then just pop it in a bowl next to it. Now, I want you to be really honest, Ruth.
Yeah.
I know you said about it being really, really spicy. I think that's pretty much on the button.
It's spicy, but it's not too... It's got that nice...
It's got a kick.
So, when you were in Spain, Portugal, those years ago, Eamon, does it match up to that one?
Oh, this is beautiful, Phil. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, really nice. There's different parts of the chicken you may like, but overall, what it's basted in, how it's grilled, really nice.
Just one thing to say is, if you are going to use chicken portions, be very careful because it does overcook. So be slightly careful. Now, with the thighs, you can cook them a bit longer.
Yeah.
The breast will overcook very quickly, go dry. So be slightly careful. Okay?
Or you could get the spatchcock chickens, could you?
You can. And also, you can buy the baby chickens now, little Poussin, which I quite like. They'll grill in pretty much 25
Well, if you can't get to Nando...